Hello everybody, welcome to the journey of learning Excel. In the very first lesson, we would be learning the structure of the Excel sheet and the various elements present in the Excel screen. The topmost part of the Excel is called the Excel ribbon. The ribbon comprises of various icons or buttons located above the working area of the Excel. It has a lot number of tabs like the File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formula, Data, Review and the View tab. Each tab contains commands depending on the action you would like to carry. In the later part of the video, we would explore each of the tabs of the ribbon in more detail. Right below the Excel ribbon lies the working area or the working space of the Excel. The working area or the space of the Excel is represented by rows and columns. You would be surprised to know that each Excel sheet comprises of about 16,284 columns and about 1,048,576 rows. This indicates to you how powerful the MS Excel tool is. We can add many more sheets in a particular Excel workbook. To add a particular sheet into the Excel workbook, we have to press right click and say Insert Sheet. In order to delete the sheet, we have to press right click and say Delete Sheet. We can also hide and unhide the sheets of an Excel workbook. To hide a particular Excel sheet, right click and say Hide. In order to unhide the Excel worksheet, we just have to press right click Unhide. We could move or copy the sheets within or outside the Excel workbook. To move or copy the Excel sheets, right-click Move or Copy. The Move or Copy allows you to copy the same sheet in the same workbook or into a different workbook. To copy in the same workbook, checkbox the Create Copy icon below. In order to copy or move the worksheet in another Excel workbook, select the workbook you wish to copy from the drop-down and the sheet would be moved to another workbook. We can also easily rename the sheets. In order to rename the sheet, right-click and rename. Let's move on to the name box concept. Each of the active cells of the Excel is represented by a column and a row. The columns are represented by alphabets while the rows are represented by numbers. The name box is the box which is present adjacent to the formula box. This gives the coordinates of the active cell, where A is represented by the column and 7 is represented by the rows. The formula box, which is adjacent to the name box, allows you to type numbers, text, formulas within a particular cell. It helps us to type various complex Excel formulas which we will be seeing in the coming videos. Let us learn a few of the keyboard shortcuts of selecting, inserting or deleting the rows and columns using the keyboard. In order to select a particular column using the keyboard, we simply have to press Ctrl plus space. In order to select a row using the keyboard, we have to press Shift plus space. It's easy to delete a particular column or insert a particular column. To insert a column, select the column and press Ctrl Shift plus. In order to delete the column, select the column and then press Ctrl minus. In a similar fashion, we can insert a particular row by selecting the row and then pressing Ctrl Shift plus. We can also delete the row by selecting the row reference and pressing Ctrl minus. We can adjust the size of the rows and the columns according to our requirements. To adjust the column width, simply select the column, right click and adjust the column width. adjust the row height, simply select the row and change the row height. Let me now introduce you to some of the universal formulas which are used in an Excel workbook. The few key formulas used are the copy formula, paste, cut, repeating the last formula and selecting the content of a particular cell. In order to copy a cell or multiple cells, we just have to select the cells, press Ctrl C and paste it to another desired location. If we wish to cut, we need to select the cells we wish to cut, press Ctrl X and paste it to our desired location. If we would like to repeat the formula, we could just press F4. In order to view the content of a particular cell, we simply have to select the cell and press F2. This would activate the cell and enable us to copy or select the contents of the cell. As said in the earlier part of the video, let us now dig deep into the ribbons and the various tabs present in an Excel workbook. So the home ribbon or the home tab, which is present in the Excel ribbon, it contains the most frequently used commands. It includes icons like cut, copy, paste. These buttons will help you to transfer or shift the text anywhere you want. Also, we have most of the formatting options in the home tab. We also have a find and select tool which is very useful, and we would be learning more about it in the coming videos. The insert tab of the ribbon helps you to add external objects to your workbook. You can insert pictures, clip arts, charts, pivots, headers and footers. The next tab is the page layout tab. This tab helps you to organize the content of your workbook. You can select the printable area of the sheet from here. The next tab is the formula tab. This tab divides the formula of an Excel sheet into various categories. The most recently used formula, a financial formula, logical formula, date and text, or a math or a trigonometric formula. It also has a few auditing tools like tracing the precedence, tracing dependence, or removing the arrows. It also helps us to evaluate and show the formulas of a particular cell. The data tab of the Excel ribbon is used when we are working with lists and groups of data. We have a large number of functions here, such as removing the duplicates, text to column function, data validation function, and the what if analysis. Here we also have some of the common data management tools like cell grouping and data sorting. The review tab of the Excel ribbon allows you to proofread your Excel file. It also contains the protection function whereby you can protect your Excel workbook, or you could protect a particular sheet of the workbook. The View tab of the Excel ribbon helps you to customize the way you would like to see your Excel spreadsheet. You have options like zoom, freezing the panes, viewing the workbooks side by side, etc. Let me introduce you to another concept of activation of the Excel ribbon. By pressing the Alt key, we can activate the Excel ribbon. Each of the tabs of the Excel ribbon are represented by an alphabet. Like the Home tab is represented by H, while the Insert tab is represented by N, and the Page Layout tab is represented by P, and so on and so forth. The activation of the cell ribbon is easy to use and it's very intuitive. It helps us to carry out the various functions of the Excel in a much faster and an easier manner. Let me also introduce you to a quick access toolbar. The quick access toolbar helps us to set easy accessible tools at the top of the ribbon. To access this toolbar, we simply have to click File, Options, and Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar will give you a set of popular commands that you can add to your toolbar. Let me add a few of the quick action toolbars and take you through. So, in order to add a particular command to a toolbar, we simply have to select the command and say Add. So I am adding the filter option, I am adding the copy option, and I am adding the delete sheet rows option to my quick access toolbar. Once the options are added, you would be able to see them at the top of the ribbon. In order to access these icons quickly, we simply have to press the quick access toolbar. So when I have clicked on the auto set filter option, the data gets filtered faster and I don't have to remember any of the complex formulas. The undo and the redo function present in the quick access toolbar enables us to undo or redo a particular action. The save icon present on the quick access toolbar helps us to save our work quicker and faster. The quick access toolbar helps us to remember and compute the formula faster. You can either access the toolbar or activate the ribbon. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel.